Hey, I'm Amy Walker, and welcome to Business Coach Reacts to Michael Scott's negotiation methods. Does he have what it takes to get the deal done? One of the things I love about Michael is he's such a terrible manager, but he's actually a really good salesperson. So let's see how he does in this. Fair warning, we are having floors redone at my house, so there are things in the background.
Order to expedite these negotiations. We are prepared to
worn
make
my
you a
Michael
very
Scott
generous offer.
paper
And we
shirt
are
company
prepared to reject that
t-shirt.
offer.
Michael, you haven't even heard.
Never accept their first offer. What is your second offer?
$12,000.
Are you kidding me? That is insultingly low. I don't even want to hear what your first offer was.
What do you hear?
Kelly's one of the best on
Here's
this
the
show.
situation. Your company is 4 weeks old. I know this business. I know what suppliers are charging. I know you can't be making very much money. I don't know how your prices are so low, but I know it can't keep up that way. I'm sure you're scared, probably in debt. It's the best offer you're going to get.
I'll see your situation and I'll raise you a situation. Your company is losing clients left and right. You have a stockholder meeting coming up, and you are going to have to explain to them
This is good.
why your most profitable branch is bleeding.
Okay, so when you go into a negotiation, you need to be really clear on where you stand. You also need to be really clear on where they stand so that you're aware of both of your pain points and both of what you stand to gain in the offer. Now, I'm not a fan of negotiation at the expense of like one person's killing the other person. I feel like the best negotiation happens when you create a win that honors both of you. And so that information going into it, you need to be really, really clear on. Now, obviously, this is a pretty intense negotiation situation, not a friendly one, but still, that was a good move.
So they may be looking for a little change in the CFO. So I don't think I need to wait out Dunder Mifflin. I think I just have to wait out you.
Ooh, that was a good move, Michael.
Okay, now I don't know that I can get this. I do have to go to the board for approval. How's about $60,000? $60,000.
He's trying so hard not to react.
Michael,
What are the dogs?
what?
We're gonna have to talk
We're gonna
about
have to talk
this.
just amongst ourselves.
Okay, no, please take the room. We are outside. Take your time.
Oh my God, oh my God. We are
I
so
like how they're all trying to be
Rich.
so cool.
So you've thought it over, yes, and you accept our offer. We can finally put this whole thing behind us.
no.
Can you give us another minute, please?
Pam is freaking out.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He's not happy about that one.
How could you do this to me, Michael? You just cost me $60,000.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
are you assuming you'd get the whole thing?
It's a lot of money, okay? But we need money coming in every week. We need jobs. Wouldn't you rather have a fishing pole than a fish?
I would rather have $60,000, honestly.
No, Michael's right. Jobs are safer.
So going into this, if you watch the show, which we do at the Walker House, they really are bleeding money at this point in time. And it's so easy to go into a negotiation and take the offer that gets you out of the blood puddle for the moment, right? But it's so important to keep sight on the long game for what you ultimately need to get where you want to go. And that's exactly what they're doing right here. Michael gets it. He's not an idiot all the time, just most of the time.
Agreed?
Agreed. But that's all, okay?
Yeah, discuss these things, please.
Hello? I want my old job back. I want my old parking space back. I want a Sebring.
They don't make them anymore.
And I want Charles gone.
I'm not firing Charles. He's very valuable.
That's very kind of you to say, David.
I need him gone.
No.
Okay, then I want Pam back.
You already have a new receptionist. I know.
Sales.
Thank you.
Pam's not a salesperson.
Yes, she is. At the Michael Scott Paper Company, in its heyday.
That's right.
Okay. Please continue.
And Ryan,
Ryan cost Dunder Mifflin hundreds of thousands of dollars,
Ryan's
Michael.
such a
Ryan,
bozo.
David, I don't care if Ryan murdered his entire family. He is like a son to me.
do you realize what you're asking for here? You're talking about salary plus health benefits.
And dental
plus
this time.
insurance, taxes, Social Security for 3 people. This is a heck of a lot more than 60 grand. You're talking about a multi-million-dollar buyout.
These are our demands.
So, the funny thing about this is they didn't really intend to fire Michael in the first place. They didn't really intend to fire Pam in the first place. So he knows that what he's asking for isn't a lot more than what they had before. So he really does know where he stands in this negotiation. So even though it's got to be annoying like crazy, it's that knowledge of where things lie in the hierarchy of value. And he understands that he was already doing a good job. Sure, he's a pain in the butt, but he was already doing a good job. He's got the top performing branch. Like, he knows what his value is, and he's not afraid to go after it.
Your company cannot be worth that much.
Our company is worth nothing. That's the difference
I wouldn't
between you and
recommend
I.
that.
Business isn't about money to me, David. If tomorrow my company goes under, I will just start another paper company, and then another, and another, and another. I have no shortage of company names.
Michael.
That's one of them. Yes. These are our demands. This is what we want. Our balls are in your court.
He's considering.
Okay. Deal. Okay?
Can we have the room, please?
Yeah.
You can see the respect in his eyes there, like, you are ridiculous, but hey, you went after it. All right, so let's sum up our lessons learned from Michael Scott in his negotiation of the buyout of Michael Scott Paper Company. Number 1, be really clear on what the other party has to gain, what the other party has to lose. Be really clear on what your value is that you bring to the table would be number 2. And number 3, like, the person who has the most to lose is usually the one that is going to need to bend. And so in this, Michael has nothing to lose. Now, I wouldn't recommend going and telling someone that your company is worth nothing, but I would recommend understanding that Michael didn't have anything to lose, whereas Dunder Mifflin had a lot to lose, and it didn't just go to one transaction. It was, your best-selling branch is bleeding money. You have a shareholder meeting coming up. They're not going to be happy about this. How are you going to answer for it? It could be your job on the line. So he created that ladder. So can Michael Scott negotiate? Yes, he can, even though he does it in his ridiculous Michael way. All right, if you enjoyed this video, go check out more on our Business Coach Reacts playlist. I recommend the Tommy Boy video, and you can learn some great sales lessons from Tommy Boy himself. And if you're new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can get notified every time we release new content. Thanks so much.